Okay, I'm going to teach you how to play In My Place because I've had quite a lot of requests for a video about explaining how to play it. So, well, first of all, the strings have, are notes. I think most people may have guessed that. I'll tell you what they are so that as I go through the video you know which notes I'm talking about. When I was a kid I made up like a phrase so that I could remember what each of the notes were. And it goes, every ant does grow bigger eventually. Every ant does grow bigger eventually. So, E, A, D, G, B, E. These are an octave apart, which means they're the same note. They're the same note. The first thing you're going to need is a capo. Alright, anything will do, just not your hands, something that is properly made for guitars. I'm also going to explain it to you using normal chords, because when you put a capo anywhere on the fretboard, it changes the key of the song. For this particular song, the capo goes on the 3rd fret. Just make sure it's nice and tight so that you don't get any buzzing or weird sounds, and all the strings are uniformly pressed against the fretboard. So, as I was saying, I'm going to just show you I'm going to cheat and use normal chords, and I'm going to call this chord, for example, a C, even though it's not a C, because up here, obviously, we've transposed the whole key, the whole song. So, I'm just going to go through the song and saying A minor, C, G, and you just follow the actual, just the structure of the hands rather than the actual technicality of what the note really is up here. I'm going to explain the song in parts. The 2 verses have the same structure, and I'll take you through it, and I'll play the live version. That's not the version that's on iTunes, obviously. It's the version I usually play in concerts, just how I feel the song in general. You can obviously change it around if you want to. I have a bit of a cold, so, I sound like this, so my singing skills aren't going to be brilliant. Okay, so the first couple of chords are, this is a variation on an A minor. This is what you're going to play, this chord, and then a D minor. That's how it begins. So I'm just going to play it for you to hear, okay? That's how I begin the song. That's just like the 4-bar introduction. The picking goes like this. You take your A string, G, B, and top E, here are these strings here, and you put down the chord, so just ignore the chord for the moment, just put it down, and then go. You play the A once, an A single, and then the other 3 strings at exactly the same time. So you just go. See that again? That's. So you play these 2. And then you go down, you basically pick up towards yourself, and you play the B, oh hold on, yeah, the B, the G, and the D. Okay, so that's all you do. So you're only using these strings down here, you're not using the lower E, ever. So, it goes. I mean, there's loads of variations you can play. I play it like this. I play single A, then all together, single A, wait, I play single A all together, and then the D, and then all together. So you can play it like that if you want, but you can also just play it A together, A together. Either way will do. Just find a way. It's all good. See, I kind of vary it depending on what I'm doing. But I think that music should be like that. I don't think that it should be something that we categorically play like everyone else, because each person's different. Okay, so having said that, we do this. We go, don't run away. If you know that just picking, there's no particular structure here. You've got what it takes. And you put down your D minor there, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Don't shy away. Sleep now, dream here, and hopefully the night will ease your fear. Okay? And then we go to the pre-chorus, which is the one like, there will be tears, and you go to a C, okay, obviously not C, but a C position, and you just, the picking structure is really just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One little tip in guitar is if you are not playing a chord which involves pressing the lower E, then you shouldn't really be playing the lower E, otherwise it gives a sound like this. Or, you see, it's a kind of intrusive. So if you're not, so for example, in the C, you're only going to try and play, you're not even going to try and include the lower E because I'm not actually pressing on it. So you're going to go, your fears, there will be tears to shed again. That's a C, to a G, to an F. Baby, and you say I'll be sad. And now we come up to this little point of like climax where we're going to then fall into the chorus, so it has to make a difference. So you're going to go back to the G. That depends. You're just going to hold it. That depends. And that's all you do. And it's exactly the same thing as you'll see in the second half of the song. Okay, so that's the first verse and the pre-chorus. And now we're going to go for the chorus. And after the chorus is the second verse and the pre-chorus, so it's all the same. The only thing you have to learn is pretty much the chorus, and then you can just play around with the song as much as you want. So I'm going to play the whole introduction for you, the whole thing until the end of the pre-chorus, where we just finished. So. Don't run away if you know that you've got what it takes, yeah. Don't shy away. Sleep now, dream here, and hopefully will ease your fears. Pre-chorus. There will be tears to shed again. Time to begin, time to end. Baby, and you say I'll be sad, but that depends. Goes to a D minor and A minor variation. Sorry?
Show the A minor variation.
Oh, it's like this. This is an A minor, since you're normally minor, and just take off this finger. I think it's called A minor 7th, but then I was told that that was wrong, so I'm not sure. I'm not really with the chord thing, I just know the sounds. Okay, so chorus is D minor, I'm just going to call it A minor 7th for the ease of it. Any A minor variation will sound fine. So D minor, A minor 7th, G, D minor, A minor 7th, C, D minor, A minor 7th, C, A minor 7th, G, F, and then D minor, A minor 7th, G. And that's all the chord structures in the chorus. So if you want, get a piece of paper and write down, you know, verse, pre-chorus, and then write down all the chords that are there, and you'll be able to play it. Or, okay, if you have patience, write down the lyrics or print the lyrics and put the chords above, like I do in my songbooks. So.